Ever wondered how to manage your money like a pro? What if I told you there's a simple rule that could transform your finances? Coming up, we'll dive into the game-changing 50-30-20 budgeting rule that is helping people take control of their money and achieve their financial goals. I'll share a personal story of how this rule turned my financial life around, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Get ready to challenge yourself to a 30-day money makeover using this powerful budgeting technique. 123. Let's break down your budget and build your wealth. Hey Money Masters! Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and join our financial freedom community. You won't want to miss our next video on secret investment strategies the rich don't want you to know. Alright, let's talk about the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. You've probably heard whispers about it, but what exactly is it, and why is everyone raving about it? Picture this: you're standing in front of 3 piggy banks. The biggest one is labeled needs, the middle-sized one says wants, and the smallest, but arguably most important, is marked savings and debt. That, my friends, is the essence of the 50-30-20 rule. Here's the breakdown: 50% of your after-tax income goes to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. Simple, right? But don't let its simplicity fool you. This rule packs a powerful punch when it comes to organizing your finances. Let's start with the 50% for needs. This category includes all the essentials that keep your life running smoothly. We're talking about rent or mortgage payments, utilities, groceries, insurance, and minimum debt payments. These are the non-negotiables, the things you absolutely must pay to maintain your basic standard of living. Now, I know what you're thinking. 50 seems like a lot. Or, there's no way I can fit all my needs into just half my income. Don't worry, we'll get to that. The beauty of this rule is its flexibility. It's a guideline, not a straitjacket. Moving on to the fun part, the 30% for wants. This is where you get to indulge a little. Your morning latte, that new gadget you've been eyeing, dinner out with friends, or tickets to the latest blockbuster movie, they all fall into this category. It's important to note that wants aren't frivolous or unnecessary. They're the things that make life enjoyable and keep you motivated to stick to your budget. Last but definitely not least, we have the 20% for savings and debt repayment. This is where the magic happens, folks. This portion of your income is dedicated to building your financial future. It includes contributions to your retirement accounts, emergency fund savings, and extra payments on high-interest debt. Think of it as paying your future self first. Now, let me share a little story about how this rule changed my financial life. A few years ago, I was living paycheck to paycheck, constantly stressed about money. My spending was all over the place, and savings? What savings? Then I stumbled upon the 50-30-20 rule. At first, it seemed impossible. How could I possibly limit my needs to just 50% of my income? But as I started categorizing my expenses, I realized how much I was overspending on things I thought were needs but were actually wants. It was eye-opening, to say the least. I made some tough choices. I downsized my apartment, negotiated better rates on my bills, and got creative with my grocery shopping. Slowly but surely, I managed to squeeze my needs into that 50% bucket. The 30% for wants was actually liberating. Instead of feeling guilty about every non-essential purchase, I now had a guilt-free zone for the things that brought me joy. And you know what? When I knew I had a set amount for fun stuff, I started making more conscious choices about what really mattered to me. But the real game changer was that 20% for savings and debt repayment. For the first time in my adult life, I was consistently putting money aside for the future. I tackled my high-interest credit card debt and watched my emergency fund grow. The peace of mind that came with having a financial cushion was priceless. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. That's great for you, but my situation is different, and you're absolutely right. Everyone's financial situation is unique, which is why the 50-30-20 rule is meant to be a starting point, not a one-size-fits-all solution. If you're living in a high-cost area, you might need to allocate more than 50% to needs. If you're aggressively paying off debt, you might bump up that 20% and cut back on wants for a while. The key is to use this rule as a framework and adjust it to fit your life. Here's a challenge for you. Try the 50-30-20 rule for the next 30 days. Start by tracking all your expenses and categorizing them into needs, wants, and savings or debt repayment. Don't worry if things don't perfectly fit the percentages right away. The goal is to become aware of where your money is going and start making intentional choices about your spending. As you go through this process, you might be surprised by what you discover. Maybe you're spending more on needs than you realized. Or perhaps your wants category is eating up a bigger chunk of your income than you thought. This awareness is the first step towards taking control of your finances. Remember, budgeting isn't about deprivation, it's about making your money work for you. The 50-30-20 rule gives you permission to enjoy life while also building a solid financial foundation. It's all about balance. And here's a pro tip: use technology to your advantage. There are tons of budgeting apps out there that can help you categorize your expenses and track your progress towards the 50-30-20 split. Some even allow you to set up automatic transfers to your savings account, making it easier to stick to that crucial 20% savings goal. As you implement this rule, you might face some challenges. Maybe you'll realize you need to increase your income to make the percentages work. Or perhaps you'll need to have some tough conversations with family members about spending habits. These challenges are all part of the journey towards financial health, and facing them head-on will make you stronger in the long run. The 50-30-20 rule isn't just about numbers, it's about creating a mindset shift. It's about taking control of your money instead of letting it control you. It's about making conscious choices that align with your values and long-term goals. So, are you ready to transform your financial life? Are you ready to say goodbye to money stress and hello to financial confidence? The 50-30-20 rule could be your ticket to a brighter financial future. Remember, every financial journey starts with a single step. Why not make that step today? Start tracking your expenses, categorize them according to the 50-30-20 rule, and see where it takes you. You might just be surprised by how much this simple framework can change your relationship with money. And hey, don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below. Are you already using the 50-30-20 rule? How has it worked for you? Or if you're just starting out, what challenges are you anticipating? Let's learn from each other and build a community of savvy budgeters. That's all for today, Money Masters. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with a friend who could use some budgeting wisdom. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We've got tons more financial tips and tricks coming your way. Until next time, remember, your financial future is in your hands. Make it count.